runs with you with the temptation of the apple, you learn from the last guy, and you say, no, 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 we're not going to do that. But for most men here, I want to encourage you today to take your role as the man that God has called us to be as men in the church. And not only with our wives, but with our children. Know that, you know, it's not about how hard we scream, man, or how we look, or whatever the case is. And it's the fact that our wives can look at us and really depend on us and lean on us for strength. Because, you know, women, you can fight the fight and, you know, throw up whatever sides you want, you know, but you are definitely, as I've dealt with them, God has created you as a weaker vessel. And I don't say that in a disrespectful manner. It's just that God has created us for you, to help you, just like you was. So this evening, I want to pray that as husbands, we put time into studying our wives. It takes time. It takes time. I really believe that I'm going to be a greater husband years to come. And when that time comes, I need to become a better husband, you know, as a pastor and a father and everything else. And I want to pray that we as men really take the time out and not be lazy and think that we know our spouses, but really study our wives and see what makes them happy and unhappy, and really learn them and pass the test that we have here on earth. I want to pray for husbands as well that, you know, we take our place in the home. And spiritually speaking, man, this is not about, you know, bringing home money and providing, because that too is our role, and God has called us to do that. But I really believe that God is calling the men in the church to really stand firm and say, I am a man of God of this house, and when my wife has a problem, she's going to come to me for prayer, and I'm going to pray for her, she's going to pray for me, and really just living a godly life in the home. And I don't know, I just spoke to you guys today with my heart and the things that God has been dealing with me. I think I've been pondering this for months now with Tony Evans and my book and everything else, and just with my circumstances in my home. You know, as a family, we're super happy of what's going on, and you can just imagine. I was telling Joey today in the car, I said, you know, it's like I'm pregnant for the first time. It's like I'm pregnant for the first time all over again, you know. It's been such a long time, and it's just a great thing, you know. But all in all, as great as it is, you can see when the enemy tries to steal your peace with the most, you know, ridiculous things, and sometimes we got to keep ourselves in check, you know. So I was just dealing with this week, this last couple of months with my wife, and, you know, she's not easy, I'm not easy, and just like you guys as a couple, both of you guys aren't easy, man. But I'll tell you what, if we try to understand each other and we are intimate with each other, you know, our prayers will go to the Father's ears, and God's glory and His divine nature has to move in our lives. So, you know, I wanted you to sit next to each other just this evening, so that, and you can cut the camera. That's what we're closing off, because I don't want to do it on YouTube. As we close off today in prayer, I want you guys, as you sit next to each other, I don't know if you do this or you don't do this, but as your pastor, I'm telling you, you should be.